Preparation can make all the difference when you do face an activist situation. And not every activist situation is war. I mean, activists are a part of the landscape.
Joining me to talk about the REIT M&A market is Emmerich, partner with WachtellLipton. You participated on a panel here at REITwise focused on REIT M&A. Obviously, 2021 was a record year for deals. What do you think would be the defining headline to describe what we saw last year?
Well, gosh, we really saw a lot of different kinds of deals in 2021. Maybe, I guess, the surprising the headline might be surprise. I mean, after 2020, just the intensity, the velocity, the diversity of transactions, the availability of capital, it was just a banner year.
In this market, do you think most REITs need to prepare for an activist approach? And what advice do you give REIT managers and boards about preparing for activists in this current market?
Sure. I mean, the answer is yes, 100%. Preparation can make all the difference when you do face an activist situation. And not every activist situation is war. I mean, activists are a part of the landscape. There's a range of what constitutes activism. Many mainstream investors have become more vocal and more engaged. The index funds have been very engaged with investee companies, which means every company in America and the world. And unless you understand what the activism dynamic is, how activists think about shareholders and companies and engagement, if someone knocks on your door and says, "Hello, I'm here, I'd like to have a conversation," you never thought about it, that's malpractice or corporate management malpractice. So boards should think about it, understand it, and it's like owning an umbrella.
And how relevant of a factor do you consider ESG to be in terms of REIT M&A considerations?
ESG is a metric and measurement that is demanded by investors. The SEC came out this week with a proposal to require reporting on ESG matters by public companies. I think as a matter of management, every company is obligated to lean in and understand where they stand on ESG matters. And if you're thinking of buying a whole company or combining, even in a merger of equals or a stock-for-stock transaction, you're going to take on responsibility, or your shareholders will ultimately have the consequence of owning another company and its record, its liabilities, its profile, its reputation in its entirety. And so in a world where ESG is important to the government, important to shareholders, important to every other stakeholder, if you're not thinking very actively about what you're getting in bed with, for better and worse. I mean, nothing is perfect. So you're not perfect, the other company's not perfect, but you certainly have to understand and diligence and have a plan for consolidating and combining two companies in a transactional context on the ESG front.